Hi there, this is Penelope. This is question 8 in the DE4102 Trimester 2 2018 exam. So it's the second compulsory question in section B, the techniques of calculus. So this is the integration question. The first one's just straight out do the integration. So the integral of 2x squared minus e to the power of x. Use your table if you've forgotten, but this is a straightforward one. Add 1 to the power, x to the 3 over 3, but don't forget to multiply it by the 2 that was already there. And the integral of e to the x is e to the x. Now, plus c, and if you don't put that plus c in, it will be minus half a mark. So make sure you do put it in. The second part almost should be under applications, but it's given here under techniques. So if you can't remember the formula, use the sheet, use your formula sheet. Assuming now that you have the area is going to be the integral between 1 and e of 1 over x. Okay, just be careful, you're finding area, so have a quick think about the graph, oops, doesn't cross. 1 over x is like that, so it's between 1 and e, so we don't have a problem. Everything is above the axis, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about absolute values or anything. So then we can go right ahead. Now the integral of 1 over x is natural log of x, and we're going to do that between e and 1. So we need to find the natural log of e and subtract from that the natural log of 1. Okay, the natural log of e is 1, natural log of 1 is 0, so it equals 1. Don't forget to put some sort of indication of units. The next question, again, looks like a straightforward integration, but just look, it's 2 marks this time, so it might be a little bit harder. Now what you should notice is that a and b are constants, and we're integrating with respect to d. So just need to watch that. So we're going to integrate x cubed, which would become x to the 4 over 4, but it's already multiplied by 4a, minus, now b squared is just a number, so that the x that's in there is x to the power of 0, so it would be b squared x, and again, don't forget plus c. So you could leave it like that, or you could tidy it up just the tiniest little bit and say that that's a x to the power of 4 minus b squared x plus c. Part D is integrating between two limits, so it's finding the definite integral. Now it's not an area one, it's just an integral one, but look, 3 significant figures for the answer, so watch that. Okay, being careful, it's if you integrate negative e to the negative r, it becomes e to the negative r, and we're going to do that between 0 and negative 1. Sub in 0, sub in negative 1, so it becomes e to the 0 minus e to the 1, and so it's okay for it to be negative because it's not an area, it's just an integral. The last part of question 8 is again just a straight out integration technique question, but remember, you don't do it like some of you are tempted to do it. You don't do it in little bits. Right? It's not a product, well it is a product, but that's not how we work it. It's got to be a substitution question. So make a substitution. This bit here looks good. Remember, if it doesn't work, then it wasn't good. Okay, find the derivative of that. And what we need is we need to find dx. So dx equals du over negative 2x. Now we can put all of that into the integral. So the integral of negative 2x square root of 1 minus x squared dx can now become the integral of negative 2x, just leave it there, times the square root of is to the power of a half, so now we can put that as u to the half, and instead of dx we can put du over negative 2x, and look what happens, that cancels with that. So now we're left with finding the integral of u to the half du, which is on our table. The general rule then would say you would add 1 to the power, and then you would divide it by the power, but that becomes multiplied by 2/3 plus c. Okay, don't leave it like that. Some of you do. So it becomes 2/3 of u, which is 1 minus x squared, to the power of 3 over 2 plus c. And again, you must have c or it's minus half a mark. Again,